Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm here to give to you a review on the Real Housewives of Potomac season 3 episode 8, honey, and it was something else. Okay, so we started back on the scene of them talking to Karen about this entire situation, and Charisse brings up this conversation that she's saying. She was like, Karen, the last night when we were drinking and stuff, you told me that Ray asked you for a divorce. Now, if Ray asked Karen for a divorce and she told this to Charisse while she was drunk, only a messy bitch would bring it up back in front of all these other ladies. Like, she confided in you. If she wanted to tell them, she would have told them. But she confided in you, and here you are bringing up the shit. And, Karen was basically like, yeah, he did, and that was a long time ago. So Charisse, in her confessional, she was like, really? Well, we all know that Karen lives in her own reality. So if she wants to say that it was a long time ago, then it was a long time ago. But really and truly, Charisse, you should be the last one talking about who wants to live in their truth and who has their own reality of what things are or whatever. Because last time I checked, this trick was pretending all of season 1 that everything was good and great at home when she knows that her husband, she hadn't seen him in how long, and he was totally moving on from her. He had another woman, a new woman, and he was ready to go his way and leave that bitch. So I don't know why is it she feels the need to call Karen out, whether Karen is denying her reality or whatever. Charisse should be the last person to talk about that, because Charisse ain't no different. She was the same bitch in denial just back in season 1, pretending that all was good, and it wasn't until season 2 that she really accepted the reality that this man is tired of her. He's not with her. Everything is not good, and he's leaving her ass. Okay, so she should be the last one talking about who wants to accept their reality and trying to make fun of Karen and her situation. So bye, Charisse. Bye. Please, girl. Bye, bye, Felicia. So, Karen is like talking about this whole situation has been so stressful for her, having to deal with the IRS and struggles in her marriage, and marriage isn't always sunshine and roses and rainbows and great days. Okay, you have to have a little rain in order for you to get a rainbow. Okay, so so they ask her, all this stress and all this drama going on in your life, do you think that's the reason why you snapped on Robin last night? And Karen was like, girl, whatever, bitch, whatever. So she tells them, that she is going on a new venture. She wants to establish a fragrance line, and she's bringing them in on the discovery stage, so there will be no questions, honey, because these bitches always have shady questions. Okay, so she's like, I'm bringing y'all in on the discovery level so that there will be no questions whatsoever. And there goes this messy ass witch, Ashley. I just can't with Ashley. Ashley gets on my goddamn nerve. Ashley is like, does discovery means discovering new ways to build a business without money, or is it different ways to evade the IRS? Like, bitch, whatever. Please, bitch. Like, these people, I don't know how they say that they are friends, but I don't see no real friendship on this show. I don't see no real friendship on this show. I think everyone is using someone for the greater good of someone else. I'm just not here for these women and this foolishness that they go on with, but it's like, whatever, bitch, okay? I'm just gonna watch y'all and be entertained, but when you comparing it to real life, like, I would never be friends with anyone that act or behave in a manner that any one of these bitches behave in. Probably Karen, but I would have to check that B all the time. Every time she slip, I'd have to catch her. Okay, so Giselle goes off saying that she when Karen first said Ray asked her for a divorce, A long time ago, Wise Karen may have said that Ray asked her for a divorce a long time ago. She thinks that Ray's asking her for a divorce to protect her from the IRS. Now, I'm just saying, ma'am, you might just be onto something, but this may be something you might want to keep on the inside, considering the fact that Karen is your friend, and you don't want to see your friend go down. Hell, the IRS watching you. They are watching everything that this woman is doing. I'm sure somebody tunes into Real Housewives of Potomac just to see all the money that she's spending. And here you guys are. You keep talking about the situation. You keep having shit to say. Like, what is wrong with you people? You guys need to get yourself in order. Like, you guys are not friends at all. You're just ridiculous, okay? Especially this Giselle and Ashley. They're a mess. And Robin just follows behind, okay? She's just a lapdog. She's just following. She has no spine. I can. This is some frenemy situation. Anyway, so the girls, they're done with dinner. They're sitting, relaxing. Everyone, they're in their groups. The geriatric grannies over here and the little girls over there. And they're just, fooling around, whatever. And Ashley and Robin came up with the initiative, honey, to steal one of Karen's wig. And I was like, oh, shit. This, this there's about to be some deep drama going on here. I was like, oh my gosh, these bitches just won't leave this woman alone. And soon enough, they come out and Robin's like, I like to introduce a new friend of ours, honey. We have a guest. And I was like, oh shit, this is about to go all the way left. And oh my gosh, I was like, this could be either funny or this can really get Karen really pissed off. And sure enough, Ashley came out and she was doing like different impressions of Karen and the things that she would have said. Giselle is many things, but she is not a liar, honey. Let me fix this wig and all the crazy stuff that Karen has done and her antics and her attitude, and everyone was falling all over the place. Everyone was laughing at the shit, and I am so happy. I've never seen these girls so happy and really enjoying themselves being so, and I'm glad that Karen was able to not be pissed off by these petty bitches. She was laughing like hell. If anyone else, she was dying with the joke, and I'm so happy that it didn't go all the way left and Karen totally took it as a joke, and it was funny as hell. I laughed too, but I was still like, is Karen gonna take this for a joke, And it was good, okay? It was a nice scene. Then they all got into the bathtub after, and they were puffing cigars and drinking and having a good time. Sharice with that shower cap, child. Sharice like, oh my gosh. Like, she them real old school people, okay? She got her shower cap. Like, this wig finna get wet, okay? This wig not finna get wet, okay? Never. She just got this shower cap and covered it all up, child. So, now the ladies are all back home, and Monique is pressed about Ashley playing into this whole she has a drinking problem situation and a smear campaign, basically. So, she's telling everybody about it, her husband and whatever. And she's like, she didn't want to confront Ashley on the trip, but they're definitely going to have to speak about it and whatever. Ashley's talking about it. Giselle is talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. So, they have to have a conversation about this nonsense. And I just really can't with these women and this whole situation who's having drinking problems and shit. So, Monique is basically saying that she taught you. Ashley's out there telling people that Monique had 3 or 4 cocktails before she left there. Martinis, sorry. 4 or 5 martinis before she left and got into that whole accident. And then she goes on to talking about when they were at Nemaco the last night. What's her name? Monique had an entire bottle of wine and then was throwing up in the bushes. Like, Ooh, child, y'all will stop with this foolishness. Like, if this is your friend and she really has a problem, rather than you go on national television and announce to the world that, hey, she's a drunkard, or she has a drinking problem, call your friend in a corner and speak to your friend deeply. If she was your real friend, that is what I think that a real friend would have done, rather than to put it out there that, oh my God, she's a drunkard, and try to smear her name all up in the dirt and drag her in the mud. I feel like that is what you would have done if you were a person's friend and they had a problem. You want to go on a national television and just tell the world all about it. So, Giselle is here again talking about this book that she is not writing because she has a ghostwriter. Okay, this book that she's inspiring or some shit, you know. And word on the streets is gonna be the baddest thing. Well, girl, you need to stop listening to the word on the street, because we's not listening to that either. Okay, so the word on the street is not making sense over here, because ain't nobody gonna be reading your book like how you're thinking. Okay, it's really not that interesting. Like, I don't even understand how the hell is it Giselle was a first lady. Giselle is like something that was sent straight from hell. She is so evil and so wicked and so devious and so damn nasty, rude, and mean. Like, I can't even see. She was straight out pretending when she was that first lady. Okay, so she and her husband were pretending like hell. Okay, because there ain't nothing Christian about Giselle and the fact that he had Giselle. Okay, y'all were just putting up fronts for the public with your shit, because you couldn't keep your whip in your pants, and she is just not a first lady material at all. She is just so nasty, so rude, messed up. So, she gets to talking about Sherman not calling your ass. She gets to talk about Sherman not calling her back, and I'm like, yes, Sherman, you saw through it all. You saw through the exterior. She is a shallow, evil witch, and he has jumped ship. He has skipped. He has flied over the cuckoo, okay? He is not having this. Sherman just, Sherman saw this nice thing, okay? This nice lady, and he's probably thinking that she is so nice and so lovely and so on. And he just come to find out that this is a bitter, messy, nasty, rude bitch, okay? And so he just flee. He flee, okay? And I'm not mad at Sherman. Don't call her back. Find something better. Giselle is too shallow and just... She's like a high school girl, and she's like, what, 40, 50 years old? Girl, whatever, bye. So Karen visits the friend that no one knew about. Okay, the friend for 12 years that no one knew about. She says that this man is her assistant, but here you are visiting your assistant at his place of employment. Karen, what the hell? What foolishness are you trying to feed us with? He's your assistant, but you're visiting him at his place of work. Okay, girl, whatever you say. Whatever you say. She's talking about he's into PR and marketing and this, that, and the other. So she's here to get his opinion on, the journey that she's on to establish her fragrance line and whatever. And they're having their own little chit chat. So we're over now. Candace meets up with her mom to go check out a wedding hall. A hall for a wedding. Is that what you guys call it? I don't know, but where I'm from, we call it a hall, okay, for your wedding, a wedding hall, okay? So, and they go to this place, and it's really beautiful, it's very lovely to me, Candace goes, oh, this is nice, but it just might not be big enough. Okay, girl, I don't know how much people you intend on inviting and what you plan on doing, but whatever. So, Candace says that she doesn't want circular tables, and her mom is like, well, that's the best thing. And she's like, but I don't want them, She wants rectangular tables, so her and mom is just not seeing eye to eye. Mom is like, circular tables, people can conversate. And she was like, well, that's what I want. And she goes off again, talking about her mom is so controlling, and her mom doesn't let her do things on her own, and she thinks that this is her wedding and whatever. Candace, if you want your independence and you don't want your mother to keep telling you what to do, you have a problem with her telling you what to do, stop taking your mom's money. go get your own and pay for your own shit, because it's like when you're a child and you're dependent on your parents, you have to do what the hell they say. And if you keep asking your mother for money for every single thing, then she has a right to say things, okay? If you ask your mom for a little donation and you was funding your wedding, then I don't feel like your mom would have felt like she had such a platform to be telling you exactly what to do. But if this woman's money is spending, okay, she's gonna have opinions, okay? And you're gonna have to deal with it, because that's how it is with parents. As long as they're contributing to you and your well-being and they're paying for stuff, they're gonna have opinions. So if you don't want mama to speak, honey, you work for your own and you pay for your own shit. And stop painting a bad picture of your mama, because if people out here really start attacking her, you're gonna take up to her and be like, don't talk about my mama, like how Candy B on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, okay? But you guys are putting shit out there about your parents, and if you put the shit out there, then we have a right to talk about it. So if you don't want your mother to have an opinion on anything, then work for your own and do your own shit, okay, Candice? Okay? I hope you copy that one, because we are so tired of you and this nonsense. So, mom gets to talking to Candice about real life and tell her that she needs to brace herself and prepare herself for real life, after they finish talking to the caterer and, all the things that Candice is saying that she wanted. The woman is telling her it's going to go way over their budget and whatever. So mom is talking to her, telling her, you got to prepare for real life and whatever. And some magical way to get to talking about her dad, and the mom just keeps instilling it that, he walked out on you and whatever. And from what it seems to me, he didn't walk out on her, but the mother is still mad. He walked out on the mom, but he still took care of Candice. Then the mother is still pressed about the situation. She don't want to hear nothing about this man. She's just angry with him till a day like today. And I know for her being a psychologist, some of us may look down at it, but I can see where she's coming from. However, this is Candice's moments to shine, mama. And you need to just try to get over that whole situation. This is many, 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 many decades ago, okay? Give us a goddamn break with this nonsense. Get over this man and his foolishness. And, you see him and don't see him. If you're still bitter about it, that's your business. Please don't press this on Candice, okay? She don't need this. She don't need this. You tell her once exactly what happened. You prepare her for life. And I think that mom was right in, telling her that some possibilities. Probably this isn't the time or the place you should have been, you should have had that conversation long before she decided to get married about what things can turn out. But Candice, you need to realize that there are possibilities that your marriage won't be perfect. And in today's world, marriages aren't guaranteed that it will last forever. So, you still have to prepare yourself for that realness, but still give your 100% and pray for the best, okay? So, that's it, okay? You need to pray for the best. So, we're on to Ashley and her mama drama again. So, she's over there. The mother has to move out of this $3,000 mortgage house. And, the mom is talking to her. She's, telling her how she wants to find herself again. She's thinking about traveling and so forth. So Ashley's like asking her, don't you think that's a bit rash? And she's like, but here I have a hindrance. So she's like, what's your hindrance? And she's like, my family. I'm like, what the hell? You are a grown woman. You cannot just run away from your responsibilities. And here she is talking her family is a hindrance. No, sweetie, you've been a hindrance to your family because you are not self-sufficient. So I don't get what are you talking about, mama? What are you talking about? I'm really not following her with this whole situation. So Ashley basically tells her to get rid of the boyfriend. And once Ashley broaches the subject and tell her that the boyfriend is her stress, is the source of her stress, and he is her hindrance, mama gets on the defense and she shows her ass. She starts yelling and cussing and all these things. Oh, don't judge me. Don't you effing judge me. So Ashley's like, trying to be a, get her to calm down, by remaining calm, but she has taken off. Mama is totally showing her ass. She's like, who's not gonna be frustrated when your child's spouse doesn't talk to you and whatever. So she's like, I can't make Michael talk to you. I can't make Michael talk to you if he doesn't want to. And let's be clear, it hasn't always been this way. So, mom goes off. Am I rude and nasty to this man? Am I rude and nasty to this man? So Ashley's like, no. And mom's like, okay, then let him call me back. Why won't he call me back? Like, Michael doesn't have to talk to you if he doesn't want to. Like, what does she feel it is? Michael is not in a relationship with her or anything of the sort, and he knows why she's calling him. She's calling him to see if she can get a hoax on him and make him, continue to pay for this shit. That is what she's calling him for. She's calling him for to beg for leniency, and he doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to change his mind about this entire situation, because for him to be a grown man, having to take care of another grown man is just terribly ridiculous. So, Ashley says, I can't make Michael talk to you if he doesn't want to. She can't make Michael talk to you if he doesn't want to, Mom. And you know why Michael doesn't want to talk to you. This is something stranger, something brand new to you. And here you are going off on Ashley like she did something to you and trying to throw dirt on Michael's name like he did something to you. Michael doesn't owe you anything, ma'am. Michael doesn't owe you anything. You are so lucky that he's there and he's trying and he's looking after you. But Michael doesn't owe you anything. So don't you dare try to make it seem like Michael owes you anything. Like, don't try to make it seem that way. So Ashley talks about Michael giving her thousands of dollars. Ashley was like, Michael has been funding our entire lifestyle. He's been giving us thousands of dollars. I can't even take care of myself by myself. Michael is funding all these things to me. And mom says, it's not about the money, it's about the respect. Respect? You don't even respect yourself. You don't even respect yourself. That's why you have a no good man there that can't do anything for you. And here you are running your son-in-law down for money. You don't have respect for yourself. That had you had respect for yourself, you won't allow a man to just be there doing nothing for you and bleeding the life out of you. And then you got to go to someone that owes you absolutely nothing and beg them for money. And they got to be paying your mortgage. They're giving you money to live, and you are a grown ass woman. You should have had all of these things, already taken care of at this point in your life. Instead, you're like a teenager now trying to get your life together. Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. Michael doesn't owe you anything, and if he doesn't want to talk to you, mama, he doesn't have to. Okay, Michael doesn't have to talk to you. He doesn't have to return your calls. He doesn't have to do any of that. You need to talk to your daughter. Now that's who has to call you and has to talk to you. But Michael is not your child, and he doesn't owe you anything. Okay, he doesn't owe you anything. So she goes on to, I don't do drugs, I don't do drugs, and whatever. And change doesn't happen overnight. Change doesn't happen overnight. So what changes are you making? She was basically asking her, what changes are you making? And she just, girl, whatever. What it is, you need the biggest change that they want to see from you is that you move on from the 10th man, this no good 10th man that you're having that is bleeding them of their money, and you just can't do that. What changes are you making? If you were making changes, you would at least be able to afford yourself. Okay, you would at least be able to afford yourself. But here you have a no good for nothing man, and he's bleeding the life out to you. So she goes off to telling Ashley how she's there to see and report to Michael. So she's like, report to my husband? Mama, please, please, please. Like, she just showed her entire ass in this episode. Like, she was playing all sweet and innocent and kind all the time. But now that the money is just not flowing her way anymore, she is showing her ass in all different colors and shades, okay? Let's move on from that, though. So we off to entertainment. So Karen invites all the ladies to this dinner where she, is gonna have like a perfume, like a fragrance party or whatever. And they're doing different tests on the scents and so on. And Monique is expressing that she is still mad at Ashley for talking about this 4 or 5 drinks that she had and she didn't have it. But Ashley was basically playing into her, having a drinking problem or whatever. So she is still pressed and highly bothered about this. So, she's there and she's being very quiet. So, all the ladies are like, something is strange. They say just Monique talks a lot and she was extremely quiet at this event. So, they get to asking her, what is the matter, and she tells messy ass, good for nothing, piece of shit Giselle and her sidekick, Miss Robin. She done told the two worst of the worst what is going on, and she's like, I'm mad with Ashley about whatever, but I'm waiting to confront her privately. And it's like, oh no, why you gotta do that? Let's handle it right here. These messy bitches. And Monique, you just backed into that shit. They just want to see you guys go at it because you guys seem to be bonding. And Ash, Giselle's a hateful bitch. Like, that is why she so wants you to confront Ashley in front of them so they can be there laughing at the two of you. Like, do you not see what's happening here? Her and the psychic, Miss Giselle Brandt, because like she doesn't even have a name of her own. She ain't Dixon no more. She's Giselle Brandt, okay? Giselle Brandt and Robin Brandt. She ain't Dixon no more. She's Brandt. Robin Brandt. They both want to see you guys go at it and laugh at you. Like, why would you even give these people the power to see something like this, to witness something like this? Come on, use your senses, girl. Don't use mine, use yours. But anyway, they convince her and she's like, telling Ashley, I don't appreciate you talking about I had 5 or 4 martinis. If you're a lightweight, I'm not a lightweight, and I wasn't drunk and this and that and the other, talking all sorts of things. And she's like, you had 5 beers and blah 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 blah, and they're just going back and forth. It's like, you weren't drunk. I never said you weren't drunk, and I didn't tell them. And blah, 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 blah. And then it was just so crazy back and forth on who's talking about whose husband gave them an allowance and who had 5 beers and who had 5 or 4 martinis and who was drunk, who wasn't drunk. And Monique was accusing her of talking about this in front of Giselle and the sidekick. And girl, it was a mess. Times Karen comes back, there with the fragrance lady who was making the fragrance. Robin and Giselle was nasty all throughout this event, with the little side comments. I don't like these bitches. Anyway, yeah, so the fragrance lady comes to Karen. She's like, you gotta get this under control and whatever. So Karen is like, stop, and she just could not get them under control. So she's like, y'all ain't gotta leave, y'all ain't gotta go, but y'all gotta get the F out of here, okay? Yeah, y'all gotta get the F out of here, okay? Y'all gotta get the hell up out of here. And she chased all of them. She chased all of them out, okay? She chased all of them out, everyone, every bit. So now they're out on the sidewalk, and they're Charisse is talking with Monique, and Monique is expressing her anger and whatever, and there Ashley comes, and Ashley and her is going at it back and forth again. And then she's like, bringing up and saying, and you told it in front of these two. Speaking of Giselle and Robin, honey, the messy twins, okay? So she's like, she's saying it to these two, like all of a sudden you're having conversation with these two about me and what's not in the other. And I can't remember exactly what she says, but she said something to Robin, and Robin started steps. She and Giselle was sitting on the side all through this whole confrontation, and like she says something about Robin or whatever, and Robin comes puffing her chest, honey, like she gonna do something. Okay, she's gonna puffing her chest, and she's like, what you gonna do? Blah, blah, blah. Bigging up herself. And she started stepping really close to Giselle. And remember, you're having an argument. Now, if I'm having an argument and you come up to me, child, there won't be no turning back, okay? There won't be no breaks in on no, because yeah, he passed me. Understand though? So from the minute you and I are arguing and you're coming up to me and you're doing this and that and the other, and like I won't even wait. So honestly, when Monique was like, "You better back up before I choke you out with this umbrella," I was like, "Yes, girl, choke her ass, choke her ass." Like if you and someone is arguing, it's important to maintain space so it doesn't escalate. But Robin wanted to show off herself. She thinks she's bad. Okay, she thinks she's bad. But I feel like Monique would have really handled it. I think that would have been an interesting piece of action to see. Giselle. Robin Brandt versus Monique Honey. I would have loved to see that. And for something that is going to escalate, Charisse was the only one trying to break this up. And dear best friend, Miss Giselle is standing there and watching Robin about to commit herself and giggling about it. Like, what a friend, huh? That just goes to show this girl is really nobody's friend. I don't know why nobody don't get it. She's just an evil green-eyed witch, okay? She's nobody's friend. Like, you see your friend about to commit herself, about to get in a fight, you'll be the first one saying, "Girl, it ain't worth it." It isn't worth it. She ain't worth it. It ain't that deep. Let's forget about this or whatever, and try to calm your friend down, take them away from the scene. But no, she's about to let Robin commit herself, and now she and Ashley is standing on the side giggling. The two messiest bitches of them all is standing on the side giggling, and Charisse is there trying to break it up because I can't for these women. But let's see what will happen next week. I would love if Monique was to choke Robin's ass off. Just she is deserving of it. This girl is really trying it this season. She's really doing too much, and she is just listening to everything that good old master Miss Giselle is telling her, and she is just acting like a stupid child with no brain, just following everything. She's just being led around by her nose, honey. She's being led around by her nose by the puppet master, okay? The puppet master, Miss Giselle, is just pulling her strings and she's just acting out of her norms like a stupid bee. But whatever, we'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and show you like and subscribe, honey. Hit that thumbs up. You hit that thumbs up there, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you for watching. Bye.